Hasan Piker might have just hit the point of no return, guys. And no, I'm not exaggerating. This isn't some overreaction. I'm sure you've seen it by now. We're talking a moment that even his own fan base are jumping ship because what just came out is straight up infuriating. It's disturbing. In case you've been living under the rock and you haven't been on social media at this point, he's accused of using a shock collar. Yes, a shock collar on his dog live on stream. And when you see how he's trying to damage control and cover it up, you'll understand why people are saying Hasan is finished at this point. So here's what happened. A clip went viral of Hasan raging on stream, complaining about America like usual, the internet, whatever, just a typical I hate this country rant that comes from Hasan. I don't know why people watch him. I don't know why they find him entertaining and informative. I think he's one of the most insufferable human beings on the planet. And in the middle of it, his dog gets up. And that's when things get kind of weird because he snaps at his dog saying, "Stop," and just yells at them, reaches off screen, and then the dog yelps really loud, like super loud. And instantly the internet lost it, guys. People slowed down the footage. They literally went forensic files on here, frame by frame, and you could see him pressing something in his right hand before the dog yelps. And suddenly that whole, oh, he's a socialist streamer with a golden retriever reputation, because let's be honest, he's using that dog so he can look lovable, so it can be relatable. He's using it to manipulate. Suddenly that image is starting to crumble, and it's crumbling fast. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at the clip. I'm going to look up at this tweet that is on the internet. Again, if you haven't seen this somehow, I don't know where you've been. This has been a trending thing all day long. It's bad. It's terrible, guys.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just. You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom. No, she doesn't want to come over here to see what's up. She just wants to fucking roam the house because she got to roam the house when I was gone. And she needs to literally have the same structured, regimented. I think that clip went to Trump's big baby desk immediately. I hate everything. I hate everything.
Now Hasan is jumping online, guys. He's denying everything. He's just giving excuses. He says that his dog clipped her paw on the table or the bed or whatever it is, that little cot bed thing that they have. There's no shock collar, according to him. There's no issue, and everyone is just twisting the narrative because he's a victim. Poor Hasan, right? That's the narrative, and I don't know. I think that explanation just falls apart in seconds because viewers noticed something flashing on the dog's collar. Again, you got people going frame by frame. They're zooming in. They're looking at it. They're looking up shock collars. And the XQC, if you guys know who XQC is, he's another huge streamer, investigated this on his own stream. And guess what? The collar lights up, it beeps, and it vibrates. So he's literally lying. Hasan is lying that this is a shock collar because it's literally the same model as a shock collar with multiple settings that's been found on the internet. There's a shock, there's vibrate, and there's sound to it. He even tries to hide the prong with tape. Yeah, the little prong holes that are actually on the shock collar. He tries to hide them with tape. He's going above and beyond to hide stuff. So he's, I guess, doesn't get as much of a backlash as he's been getting. But the dude basically debunked himself live. And he's being torn apart by it. Let's go ahead and check out the next clip, guys, right here.
To hear oral arguments on Thursday.
Oh my
we should note that
God.
new CBS
Is there like a fucking LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella people coming in here and screeching? Is that what's going on? Oh, classic. It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Yes, I am incredibly abusive to the not only best trained, but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
In all honesty, the shock collar issue isn't even the debate anymore at this point. It's not even my problem with Hasan. It's how he's treating the dog. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. You could see it in the way that he trains her, forcing her to stay in frame for hours. Like, oh, you got to stay here. Like, imagine if I had my dog, Daisy, over here in a bed, forced for hours, like she's part of the set. They're not a pet. They're not a companion. They're literally a prop. And that's how Hasan is treating his dog. This dog doesn't even get to move, doesn't get to lie on a cool floor, or even act like a living being. Most people I know treat their dogs like a member of the family, something that's loved, something that's appreciated. This dog is there to look good for the camera, and if they break character, he literally snaps and shocks them. That's not just controlling, guys. This is disturbing. I feel bad for this dog, and he's being called all over the internet for this. Somebody needs to do something quick, and it's weird that it takes a dog for the majority of the internet to see that Hasan is a terrible human being instead of his calls for terrorism, his calls for anti-American rhetoric. It takes a dog for people to realize this. I don't know, guys. Let's take a look at another clip right here.
It's going viral that they're claiming that the most well-trained and the most spoiled, best kept after dog on the planet is actually being abused by me, apparently. Because I gave her the place command while she was getting off, and then she yelped. These shadows don't know she broke the other beds? Yeah. She'd broken the previous bed. Bro, that dog is being abused. 4-hour streams every day of Hasan. I can't imagine. Yeah. And I suspect it's coming from, some crazy haters. They said you shocked her with a button. Yeah. In my evil villain lair. Good thing I didn't hit the fucking trapdoor button instead on accident. She reviewed food online. She yelped. No, she went when she was getting off the bed. Because I assume she like either stepped funny or clipped her fucking foot on something. I don't know. Yeah, it came from the H3 sub. They didn't even hide it.
Let's talk about the defense. His fans are running better defense than the Dallas Cowboys at this point. They are going above and beyond with the mental gymnastics here. Some are saying that we're all willfully dumber than a dog if we care about this than global issues, and they're making it about Palestine and stuff like that. Come on, guys. That's not even a comparison. And you know what? You can care about both. You can care about global issues and animals. Animal cruelty is a thing, guys. Using real suffering overseas to deflect from your favorite streamer is a little parasocial, guys. This especially if your favorite streamer might possibly be using and abusing his own dog. Like, that's peak internet insanity here. I can't even comprehend the mind of the average Hasan viewer at this point. And then Hasan continues on to try to prove that it's not a shock collar by showing the exact same collar on stream. Let's look at this clip right here.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the air tag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost, you are able to, it emits a sound. Okay? Kaya, come. Kaya, come here, baby. Good girl. Place. There are days where Kaya doesn't wear a collar. There are days where she wears a different collar. Okay? This, in and of itself, doesn't actually work in the way that you think it does. Okay? Here. This is the flashlight. Okay? And this is when it vibrates. Kaya, come here.
So again, he tries to prove that it's not a shock collar by showing the same exact shock collar on the stream, saying, oh, it's just a tracker, guys. It vibrates, it has a flashlight, like making every excuse in the book. It's the same model as a shock collar on Amazon, Hasan. You're not fooling anybody. You can literally toggle between shock and vibrate. You literally can toggle with a button. He tries to cover the parts where the prongs go. He's hiding it with his fingers. Like, bro, if you have nothing to hide, why are you literally hiding it? Hasan is like one of the worst liars I've ever seen in my life.
I have multiple collars. I'm going to address the collar thing in a second as well. But I have multiple collars for Kaya, and I put an air tag on them. I put an air tag on all of her collars to make sure that, I know where she's at. And one of the collars that people are pointing to in the from previous days or from like months ago is the collar that is a vibration collar, a collar that I use specifically to communicate with Kaya when she's free roaming at the park or when she is, off leash running around. Okay? Because when you leave your dog to free roam, to go out on the trail or whatever, there are going to be instances where you can yell for her to come back to do recall, but because she's so far away that she can't hear you. Okay? That's where the vibration collar comes in. It vibrates. It doesn't actually have any sort of like shocking component. Okay? And there are multiple different versions of this. There are the no bark collars that I believe both vibrate and also emit like a large sound, like a loud sound. There are shock collars as well. They all look very similar to one another. Okay? But the vibration collar is what they were pointing to. Okay? To be like, oh my God, he has a collar that he's using to abuse her and shocking her. There are a lot of dogs who use this. Okay. There are also a lot of dogs, working dogs, that use a shock collar as well.
It's disgusting. And you know what? Here's the bigger picture about this. It's not just about Hasan. It's about how far people on the internet, like the Hasan fan base, are going to defend him. How far are people willing to go to defend influencers who are clearly treating their pets, employees, and fans like objects? It's gross. It's disgusting. I couldn't think I could disrespect Hasan even lower, but it keeps going lower and lower and lower. I don't know how many more fucks I don't have to give when it comes to Hasan at this point. You see, Hasan clearly lost his temper in here, and then he abused his dog as a result of it, lied about it, got exposed, and then lied again, like a weird, never ending cycle. And instead of holding himself accountable, he's twisting it. And other people, his fan base, are twisting it to fit whatever reality, whatever narrative they want to believe at this point. And if you want to talk about propaganda, like I said, he pushes terrorist propaganda. This is Hasan propaganda at this point, if you're defending it. This is influencer propaganda. This is the curated version of yourself that even you start to believe, Hasan. You're like, oh, I'm a good guy. This is my dog. Like, you're lying so much that you believe your own lies instead of actually admitting with it. So at the end of the day, anybody coming out here and saying, oh, this is cancel culture, they're trying to cancel Hasan. No, this is consequence culture. Again, coming for you. When you're streaming 8 hours a day and you can't even control your own temper, and your dog is just another prop that you take your anger out on in your content machine, people are going to see right through that. And the internet is seeing this. And even when your orbiters are starting to walk away, not many of them, I've seen a lot of defense force right now, it might actually be game over for Hasan. Anyways, what do you guys think? Was this the end of his career, or is the internet overreacting because of this? I think this is the end. Drop your take below. I'm reading every single one down below. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't and you're a Hasan appreciator, hit that dislike. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that sub. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And somebody needs to get that dog. Somebody needs to get that dog for him.